As Jaxon approached the edge of Cliff Town, his horse slowed down. Shadow, faithful, quiet, almost sensing danger. Jaxon looked at the wooden post ahead. A poster was nailed to it, its corners flapping in the dry wind. Wanted, Jaxon Blade, dead or alive, $5,000. He took a breath. $5,000. For a man who once kept this town alive. He pushed through the empty street. Windows shut. Shadows hiding behind curtains. Fear everywhere. Because Cliff Town didn't belong to its people anymore. It belonged to the Viper Gang. Jaxon stepped into the saloon. The music stopped. Chairs froze. Every eye turned toward him. The bartender whispered, almost trembling, "Jaxon, you need to leave. Cole's men are watching you." But Jaxon didn't turn back, because inside, at the center table, surrounded by 12 armed men, sat Cole Viper, his old brother in arms, now the tyrant of Cliff Town. Cole smirked. "Well, look at that. The ghost finally crawls back." Jaxon didn't blink. "This town isn't yours, Cole, and you know it." Silence. Tension thick as smoke. Cole leaned forward. "Tomorrow morning, we end this. One shot. One winner." Jaxon nodded once, turned around, and walked out. Jaxon camped under the cold stars, just a mile outside the town. He opened his saddlebag and pulled out a rusty badge. Deputy Sheriff. He held it tightly in his hand. "I tried to protect them. But you can't save a town that won't stand with you." The fire crackled. The night grew silent. Jaxon Blade made peace with one truth. Tomorrow would be his last ride. Morning came slow. Golden light spilled across the dusty streets of Cliff Town. The townsfolk gathered quietly, fear in their eyes. Jaxon on one side, Cole Viper on the other, 20 steps apart. No wind. No birds. No sound. Just two men. And the weight of everything between them. Cole shouted, "You should have never come back." Jaxon answered, "My soul never left this town." Then, bang! 2 shots fired at the exact same moment. Dust exploded. People gasped. And as the dust settled, Cole Viper lay dead on the ground. Jaxon stood firm. Chest rising, falling, blood on his coat, but alive. Cliff Town was finally free. But freedom never comes easy. "Jaxon!" someone screamed. Cole's younger brother Riley ran forward, tears in his eyes, gun shaking in his hand. He fired. The bullet hit Jaxon's shoulder. He stumbled, but didn't fall. Instead, he walked toward the boy, slow, steady, unbreakable. "Son, revenge will eat you alive. Don't follow your brother's path." He gently lowered Riley's hand. The gun dropped into the dust. The crowd watched in stunned silence. Jaxon Blade had spared the one person who wanted him dead. A small boy stepped out from the crowd. "Mr. Jaxon, are you staying with us now?" Jaxon looked at the town, the streets, the people, the memories. He placed a hand on the boy's shoulder. "No, kid. Cowboys don't settle. They just ride toward the next story." He mounted Shadow. Gave one last look to the town he saved. And then Jaxon Blade rode into the endless horizon, the desert wind following him like a whisper. A legend, a protector, a cowboy whose boots never stopped moving. The last ride of Jaxon Blade.